So a situation happened with your aunt's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
Well, I'd got into a altercation that was unprovoked by myself with my aunt's boyfriend in 2001. I just booked a movie, got hired by Denzel Washington to play in Antoine Fisher. I was excited. I'm 2 weeks away from, filming basically, and I go to my auntie house always, check on my family, give them, a little money. And this day, her boyfriend, I guess he was having a bad time in his life, and I pulled up and playing loud music, triggered something in him. He came and he attacked me, and with no words or nothing, just I defended myself, couldn't win, and wind up pulling a knife and getting stabbing him one time, and he died. Stayed there trying to help him, waited for the ambulance, and he lost his life. I ended up getting convicted and went to trial and got manslaughter. The jury found me guilty of manslaughter.
So he attacks you and you pull out a knife, self-defense, and then he basically runs into the knife?
Well, no, he didn't run into the knife. When I pulled up and he was attacking me and I'm trying to defend myself, I couldn't get him, you know what I mean? So I ran in the house and I grabbed the knife. When I came back out, he came at me again. And this time when he approached me and he swung, I stuck the knife out, and he got hit in the chest. And he knocked me down again. He was standing over me. And he started, he didn't know he was stabbed. I didn't even know he was stabbed until I seen him. I looked up and I seen a line on his chest, and I seen him, he was walking around and he started grabbing the gate and shaking it. Then he turned around and I walked up to him and he sat down. I told somebody to grab the water hose. I tried to run water on him and call the ambulance. Somebody called the ambulance. They called and the brother died in my arms.
Right, because I guess you were holding him.
Yeah, I was holding him when he passed in my arms.
And I guess you were saying, please don't die.
Of course.
Keep on breathing.
I thought it was a night. I really literally thought I was dreaming, but it was not a dream.
So you're already realizing what had just happened.
Yeah.
And the gravity of it is starting to hit you.
Crazy, yeah.
The police show up.
Ambulance came first.
The ambulance comes.
They get him and they trying to work on him, put him in the ambulance. I'm still sitting there. They take off with him. And next the police came. And when the police came.
Did you think to run at that point?
Nah.
No. Police came. They arrest you.
Just came and picked me up, put me in handcuffs, because other people were saying it was more people there. I was in a state of shock. I was not really even there. It was just unbelievable, man. I couldn't believe what was happening.
So you get arrested and then you get charged.
Yes, I get charged.
You get a lawyer.
First, I get an attorney, yes.
You bail out?
No, I didn't bail out.
Oh,
I stayed in, no.
Did they offer you a bail?
Out. I had no bail.
Well, why is that?
Well, because it was the first time I had no bail. You only get a bail after you go to trial and arraignment, and then they gave me like $1 million and something bail. I didn't have $1 million and something.
You'd have to have 100,000.
Yeah, well, I didn't have that at that time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I stayed up in jail when I fought my case for a year and about a month.
But did you get a real lawyer?
I got a real attorney, yeah.
Okay.
When I just didn't bail out.
Okay. And were they offering you plea deals along the way?
They offered me a plea deal. I didn't take it.
Like, what did they originally charge you with?
First degree premeditated murder because they said I went in the house. And by me going in the house, that was premeditated, even though it was in the heat of a physical altercation.
Okay, but that wasn't gonna hold.
They knew that. I mean, when I was in the police station, the first thing they told me, you're not gonna do forever. That's what they told me. He said, you're gonna do some time. I was like, man, well, you know, it is what it is. As far as I was willing, and, you know, I have to pay for my actions, you know, no matter if it's in the heat of the moment or not.
Yeah.
If something happened, your ass gotta.
I mean, had you done jail time before then?
Never. Not like prison time, not real
just
jail
a little bit
time.
of jail time here.
Just like the little issue that I had with my first girlfriend. And
overnight kind of.
Yeah, there wasn't nothing major.
So now you're facing some actual real prison
life.
time.
Yeah.
You get a lawyer, and you spend a year in the county.
Yeah.
Fighting this case.
Yeah.
Right before the trial, what did they offer you as a plea deal?
12 years.
12 years.
11 years plus 1 for the weapon. 12 years.
Manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
But you turned it down.
Turned it down.
Why?
I guess, I don't know. I can't answer that question. God, I guess, didn't want me to take no deals, make no deals.
Okay. So you take it to trial.
I took it to trial.
And it gets to the jury. And the jury actually finds you guilty.
Of manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
Not guilty on first degree, not guilty on second degree, guilty on the lesser charge.
Manslaughter means that someone died, but you didn't plan to kill
him.
It
wasn't.
It was someone just
malice
died.
or forethought, premeditation.
Right.
It was in the heat of the moment.
Like drunk driving would be manslaughter.
Absolutely.
So if someone dies, if you're drunk driving, you didn't plan to kill them, but your actions caused the death, so therefore...
So you held accountable.
You're held accountable.
Yeah.
How did you feel when they told you 10 years? Well, actually, I mean, first you're found guilty, and then the sentencing comes later, right?
When they said not guilty on first degree murder, not guilty on second degree murder, I felt relief.
Okay.
Because I knew that my intention wasn't murder. I didn't go there looking to kill nobody.
Right.
However, I did, you know, I wanted to be held responsible. And I knew that if I got manslaughter, God willing, I don't get first or second, because that's life.
Oh, so first and second is both life?
Both life. You're not getting out, period. However, when I heard manslaughter, I was thankful, like, because I still have a opportunity, you know what I mean? And so the judge dismissed the jury, didn't allow them to sentence me, because by law, I was supposed to be found, if I was found guilty, my sentence was to be handed down by the jury, not the judge, because I had a trial. And the judge dismissed my jury, and he gave me the maximum sentence.
Oh, the jury could have given you a lower sentence.
The max they could have gave me was 7 years.
Why did the judge do that?
Why do the judges do all the shit they do to us in court?
So you think it was personal to a certain degree?
It's always personal when it's a young black man in court.
But even one that's clearly an asset to society, doing movies that the judge may have seen and all that.
Denzel wrote a letter on behalf of me.
Right.
John Lussenhop, the director of Lockdown and Takers, he came and spoke on my behalf as a character witness. My mother, my community, my people in my community, neighbors, the church, pastors, people that know me came. I had so many people. It was not one. And when I say this, I mean not one person in that courtroom that was against me, not even from the victim's family, because the mother knew me, my character, my person, the victim's mother. And no one was in there to say, you know, not one.
Were there any witnesses, though, that testified?
It was witnesses that testified, and they all testified on my behalf.
On your behalf,
yeah.
Okay.
And
but the judge turned around and still gave you the maximum.
The maximum sentence.
How did you feel when you heard the judge say 10 years?
Well, he said 11. You're 10 plus 1 is 11 with 85%. My family started crying and everybody, but I didn't. I felt like, man, I got to do this. Let me go do this. And that's it. I felt relief, and I felt grateful and thankful that, you know, God gave me mercy and had mercy on me and saw it and knew the truth. And it was revealed.
Okay. So then you go from county to the
To the
penitentiary.
penitentiary.
And you're how old at the time?
25.
Very young man.
Yes.
You're 25 years old. You now go into the penitentiary, but you're not a typical inmate. Like, everybody knows who you are.
Yeah.
You're a movie star. Were you put in PC?
No.
Why is that?
I never felt who gonna protect me other than God Almighty? Allah is my only protector. So that's how I feel, that's how I felt, and I knew that. So I was like, man, if I'm gonna go through this, I gotta go through it. And I don't wanna be around a gang of, people that got the type of jackets that's on
Right.
people in PC.
Snitches, pedophiles, dirty
I'm
cops.
cool on all
that.
Yeah, I'll deal with the real.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was that experience like? Here you are, 25 years old in penitentiary, and people probably looking at you like, motherfucker, why are you here? Like,
yeah, I got tested, handled. People approached me, try to see if I was real or, a pushover, and I handled my business, as any man would. Ain't nobody pushed me over, I can tell you that.
I mean, did you have a group of people that you fucked with?
Nah, I mean, certain people that I chose
but
associate
you
with,
didn't.
I ain't never paid no, for protection or none of that. If it was somebody that I felt was compatible as far as character-wise with me, then I chose, I associated with a chosen few. However, you have people that come from wherever they may be from, and try to test you as a man. That happens. Riots, that happen. And I participate with, because I have to, and it's my people. Other than that, I'm a man. If a motherfucker got issues with me, you can take care of that,